Storytell presents The Stranger, Season 2. Written by C.S. Duffy. Read by Joanne Froggatt. Part 1. Alfie could hardly believe it was really here. After what felt like forever and ever of waiting, it was finally, really and truly Christmas Eve. For weeks and weeks his preschool had been preparing songs. He liked the tippy-top one, though he wasn't sure about wearing a candle on his head. Gluing glitter onto stars to put on Christmas trees, dressing up as gingerbread men, and Alfie had begun to think that real Christmas would never come. But it was tonight. Santa was already in his sleigh, delivering presents to children in other parts of the world, and by the time Alfie woke up tomorrow, he would have been here, to Daddy's flat. The Christmas tree that he and Daddy had decorated together was twinkling in front of the window. It was covered with tinsel and baubles and the chocolate Santas that Grandma had posted over from England. Earlier, Daddy had said that Alfie could eat one of the chocolate Santas tonight before bed if he was good, and Alfie hoped that he hadn't forgotten. Daddy was wrapping up presents in his bedroom, while Alfie sat on the window seat with Auntie Alex, looking for any sign of Santa's sleigh in the sky. The last time he went to visit Oscar had laughed at Alfie for still believing in Santa Claus. Since Oscar's mummy Catty, the bad lady, had disappeared, Oscar lived in a place called Brommer with his foster daddies. Even though Alfie knew he was just being silly and mean the way that Oscar could be sometimes, it had still given him a not very nice feeling in his tummy. Auntie Alex always managed to explain things in a way that made not very nice feelings go away. "Now you must look extremely carefully in the sky, little Alfie," said Auntie Alex, her face pressed up against the glass as she peered out into the night. "It is quite cloudy, so it's going to be very difficult to spot even a magic sleigh." It had been snowing all day long, and even now hundreds and hundreds of tiny flakes billowed in the air, glowing pink in the streetlights. Daddy had promised over dinner that they would be able to make a snowman on Christmas morning. Alfie pulled the blanket tighter around his toes. It was a little bit chilly near the window, but he didn't mind really because Daddy's new flat was always toasty warm. It was bright and modern and open, and there were no hidden corners or shadows or cold bits like in the old flat. Alfie liked it much better, and he liked Mummy's flat too, even though he had to be a bit more careful not to spill things when he was there. Auntie Alex whispered that she was almost certain she had just glimpsed the red of Rudolph's nose through the clouds with an excited smile, but Alfie thought that her eyes seemed a little bit sad. Maybe she was missing her mummy. Her mummy lived in the north of Sweden, near where Santa himself lives, but this year Auntie Alex hadn't gone to visit her. Alfie was glad she was here. It made him miss his own mummy a little bit less. When Daddy had told him that this year he would have 2 Christmases, he had explained that Santa would stop at both his and Mummy's flats, so Alfie would have presents to open at Daddy's tomorrow morning and at Mummy's in the afternoon. Last year, Mummy had come over to spend Christmas at Daddy's flat, and Daddy had slept on the couch so Mummy could have his bed. Alfie heard her explaining to Grandma on the phone that this was how divorce was done in Sweden. But then he had heard Mummy and Daddy shouting at each other. So he was happy that Auntie Alex was here this year instead. Daddy and Auntie Alex were best friends, so they never shouted at each other. Auntie Alex also understood about all the things that Alfie could see and hear, like when he saw the lady who used to live upstairs at their old flat, until she died. Daddy tried to understand, but he couldn't see them himself, so it was easier to talk to Auntie Alex about it. She could see them too, and she wasn't scared, so Alfie knew he didn't have to be either. "Look! Look!" Auntie Alex shouted now.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?